Welcome you all. I am Mr. K. Babu, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Kesar College of Arts and Science for Women. In this lecturer video, we are going to discuss about the basic idea about laser. The laser is the light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. From the name of the laser, the first laser was identified from the ruby laser. It is invented by the Mayman in the year of 1916. Before entering into the topic, first we should know about the light. Light is a kind of energy released by an atom. Light is made up of a very smallest particle. It is also called as a photons. It's already we are familiar in that. Atoms are the basic unit of a matter. Each atom consists of a nucleus and a set of electrons orbiting the nucleus. From the conclusion of the light definition, there are the three different major defects are found out. The comparing laser and light, light is the no directionality, but laser is the high directionality. Light is the less intensity, but laser is the high intensity source of light. And also ordinary light not a coherent beam, but laser light is the coherent beam. From the conclusion of these differences, the Einstein identified the three ways in which atoms are exchanging the energy with the radiational effect. The process of the laser reaction, when the atoms are incident with the photons, the three different processes can be occur. The first one is the stimulated absorption, second one is spontaneous emission, and third one is the stimulated emission. The first one is stimulated absorption. When the atoms in the ground state are incident with the photon of energy, then atoms are excited to the higher energy state. It is called the stimulated absorption. The second one is the spontaneous emission. The first one is the atoms from the excited state returns to the ground state by emitting a photon of energy without any external source. There is no external source. It's come to their original state. That is called the spontaneous emission. And third one is the stimulated emission. The atoms from the excited state return to the ground state by emitting a photon with the help of external source. That is called the stimulated emission. From the conclusion of the process of laser reaction, there are the three different major differences between the spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. The first one of the spontaneous emission is emission of the photons takes place without energy, but stimulated emission of the photons takes place with the energy. While taking the energy from the higher energy state, it comes to their original state. That is called the stimulated emission. The second differences between spontaneous emission and stimulated emission is less intense but having high intense in stimulated emission of the less directionality, but stimulated emission having high directionality. These are all the major differences between the spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. Next, one of the most important topic, the population inversion. Population inversion means it's the process in which the number of atoms in higher energy state is greater than the number of atoms in lower energy state. It is the comparing from the higher energy state to lower energy state. Higher energy state having the more atom comparing to ground state of energy. That is called the population inversions. It is the major defect in laser beam. Hope this session will be helpful to understanding the basic idea about the laser. Thank you.